There is an epidemic of sorts around the world, an epidemic of fake medicine, substandard medicine, medicine that does not deliver what's on the label, marketed by a largely secret network of manufacturers and traders, a network we trace through ports and cities on 3 continents. And while the peddlers of these fake medicines make fortunes, those who could do something about it, governments of prosperous Western nations, the hugely profitable pharmaceutical industry, even the prestigious World Health Organization, all of them have failed to stop this deadly trade.
We're talking about a hidden disaster, a catastrophe in medicine.
Dr. John Dunn recently retired from the World Health Organization in Geneva, Switzerland, where for years he tried to expose the global trade in fake drugs. 1995, World Health Organization report which found the following. Of 26 analyzed samples of an antibiotic, 10 contained too little active ingredient, 4 contained none. Of 49 samples of antibacterial tablets, 6 contained an insufficient dose, 6 others contained no active ingredient. Is this what we're talking about?
Precisely. Any company that wants to infiltrate the market with counterfeit, substandard drugs can in many countries do this with absolute impunity.
Well, that's astonishing.
Well, I hope it is astonishing to the people that are watching this program, because that is the reality.
The reality, the bitter reality, is that people are dying in developing countries around the world because of this multi-billion-dollar onslaught of fake drugs. To learn more about it, we visited the impoverished African nation of Ghana, in the heart of the meningitis belt, home to virulent strains of malaria and tuberculosis and other diseases. And all across Ghana, pharmacists told us
it is a fake product,
which did not contain any active ingredient at all.
We gave it to patients. They didn't respond.
And where do these fake drugs come from?
Fake drugs can come from anywhere around the globe.
For instance, India. Michael Addo, another pharmacist in Ghana, recently traveled to India in search of drugs that might be less expensive. He told us he met a manufacturer there who volunteered to make drugs for him at 1/5 the regular cost, but also at only 1/5 the potency listed on the label. What kind of drugs?
Anti-malaria tablets, which normally contains 250 milligrams. He was willing and prepared to produce it with only 50 milligrams.
Mr. Addo angrily rejected the offer, but others have accepted. He says doctors have told him that as many as 10% of all hospital deaths in his country, Ghana, are due to fake or subpotent medicine. A figure we obviously could not confirm, but we were able to confirm that in a tragedy that went largely unreported, some 60,000 patients in the nearby country of Niger received fake meningitis vaccines, and as a result, many hundreds of them either died or suffered permanent brain damage from meningitis. Some of those fake vaccines illegally bore the brand name of the giant global drug company SmithKline Beecham. How does this substandard, subpotent, counterfeit medicine move undetected around the world? From a Norwegian pharmacist, Kirsten Meir, has had dealings with Helm.
I know many incidents where they've delivered substandard drugs and also substandard raw materials.
Kirsten Meir went to Botswana in Africa a decade ago to help that country develop a drug distribution system. After arriving, she began distributing a potent anti-tuberculosis drug called rifampicin, which had been purchased from Helm. And then, to her astonishment, a nurse one day
wanted to give this drug, which came in a capsule, to a patient who could not swallow capsules. So she tried to empty the capsule to put the substance in a tube. And she discovered that the capsule was empty.
And how many capsules did she buy from Helm?
I think we bought 2 million capsules.
2 million?
Yes.
Meir estimated that 20 to 60,000 of those capsules were empty. So the people who could swallow the capsules were swallowing nothing?
Yes.
And Meir said there were problems with other Helm drugs, including some that were labeled incorrectly. Finally, at her urging, Botswana blacklisted the German company Helm. Meanwhile, other African countries, Ghana and Benin, were having their own problems with Helm. We came here to Hamburg to get Helm's response to allegations that they have regularly been sending substandard, second-rate drugs into developing countries. But Helm officials here simply declined to talk to us about it on camera. That Helm strongly denies any wrongdoing. Fake pharmaceuticals are horrifying, not just because of the damage they do to people who take them. They also interfere with efforts to stop the spread